Not gonna lie, I didn't breathe while reading this chapter. But shit, it's not over yet. That's why after reading chapter 67, I'm gonna read back the previous special chapter to release my unstable emotions that I'm feeling after reading chapter 67. Before we get started, I just want to remind our viewers that if you like seeing more yaoi content and would like to support this channel, please don't forget to smash that like button. Also, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Feel free to message me in my Twitter or Instagram at ZEALED FUJOSHI, which I'll be using to interact with viewers about more yaoi content. If that's something that interests you, feel free to follow me at ZEALED FUJOSHI. Finally, this video will contain explicit content and a lot of manhwa spoilers. With that in mind, please proceed with caution. You have been warned. Now, without further ado, let's jump into chapter 67 of Painter of the Night. These wild cats should stop involving Nakyum in their territorial fights already. Nakyum needs a couch and some snuggles. Can Byeonduck just let Jiwa and Nonim get together finally on Nonim's hobo hut and let Min die on the ditch? And as much as I dislike many of the characters in this series for being egotistical psychos, can we talk about how sexy Seungho looks like in his Black Slayer outfit? Damn, that's some Grim Reaper shit right there. My dear listeners, I told you last week's fluff piece was just to ease us in the pain that Byeonduck is gonna introduce us in this week's chapter. Byeonduck, don't put us through this pain again. Are you not satisfied until Nakyum gets traumatized by everyone in this series? Let's start with Seungho. As much as I despise Seungho sometimes, seeing him seething, whipping that sword around, and making fantastic threats to nobles in a total angel of death fashion vibes, especially in that black attire, is it really hard to apologize first? I appreciate him getting mad at Jiwa for Nakyum's sake, but damn, he needs to apologize first to Nakyum. Seungho finally got his shit together, and now what? He wants to commit murder in another noble's house? I mean, it's not going to be easy killing a noble, especially in front of his father. And getting out alive from that stakes, man, that's really hard. But one thing that I'm really thankful for in this chapter that gave me a lot of chuckles is, when Seungho told Jiwa's father that his son used to sneak away at night just to suck Seungho off. Like, my jaw just dropped like shit. No cover for that mouth, Master Yoon, and I love it. Sipping on that savage tea, my gosh, that's like in a total Seungho fashion. And after this whole shenanigans, I'm expecting that Seungho's relatives is gonna be more involved in the series, because this is such a big scene that Seungho did, just rushing into Jiwa's home and his father finding Seungho going crazy. It will ensure that more useless drama will come, and they haven't even resolved what's currently happening in this series. But man, Seungho really needs to apologize to Nakyum first. I don't know, maybe we will get that in the next chapter when Seungho finally comes home after threatening Jiwa. We will see, but I really am hoping that, you know, Nakyum gets an apology after all of that shit that Seungho put him through. Now, Jiwa. I have no idea why Jiwa keeps trusting Min, honestly. I hate naive people like Jiwa. Why are there always people that's so easily manipulated around in these stories? Jiwa, if you have the audacity to believe Min again, then you're the dumbest motherfucker in the whole wide world. Jiwa, the most dangerous man in this whole series is Lord Min. Seriously, like, think about it. It was Min's idea to hire No Name. And I'm scared, like, because Seungho didn't even get to meet Jiwa because Jiwa hid behind the blinds, and it was Jiwa's father that interrupted Seungho from finding Jiwa that day. So, you know, if Jiwa starts bitching to No Name that, you know, Nakyum tattled on him, No Name would definitely go after Nakyum after this. And, you know, if that is one of the scenarios that will happen, obviously Nakyum is gonna have a total mental breakdown again in the next couple of chapters, and hopefully that's when Seungho comes home and, you know, Nakyum informs, you know, like Nakyum is informed that Seungho confronted Jiwa on the kidnapping. Like, of course, like Nakyum's head is gonna be like, what? Like, you confronted him? Then he knows that, you know, he got found out, and so he will tell the No Name, and then No Name's gonna come after Nakyum, and then, you know, like, Nakyum is gonna be on total panic mode by then. But I really hope that Seungho is gonna be there, you know, like, protecting Nakyum if that's the case. But this is gonna be a very dangerous path if that's what Byeonduck is gonna go after. It's exciting, don't get me wrong, like, I know for sure if that's the scenario, like, I can still see Nakyum and Seungho and Jiwa and No Name surviving, but it's gonna be really messy if that's gonna be the situation. But yeah, like, I hate how easily manipulated Jiwa is, and he's so naive, and that enrages me, you know. Otherwise, I still would like to look at the silver lining of this whole thing, that, you know, in the end of the day, even though Jiwa did ask No Name to kill Nakyum, you know, he's still in good conscience backed out of it. And I hope that will come to light, especially now that we know that Mr. Kim is out somewhere, probably uncovering the truth. Maybe what Mr. Kim finds out would, you know, help Jiwa's case and point it towards Lord Min. But man, it's gonna be quite a mess. But aside from that mess, can we talk about, in the past chapters, it seems like Byeonduck is playing around all of us, because Byeonduck knows that we want to see Seungho have his hair down, and in this chapter you get to see Jiwa with his hair down. Like, he's so pretty. Like, what a treat for Jiwa fans to see how pretty he is with his hair down, you know. I'm starting to think like since we got to see No Name and Jiwa with their hair down, like they're the crew, they're the hair down crew. Anyway, speaking of No Name, where the hell is the sex scene between Jiwa and No Name? Like Byeonduck robbed us of that steamy scene. But we did get a confirmation that No Name and Jiwa did do it, and the proof is Jiwa can't get up in this chapter because basically the gist of it is No Name, even though he has never done it with another man, pounded Jiwa raw down there so he can't get up. But Byeonduck, I would still love to see Jiwa go at it with No Name. Like visually, I would absolutely love you if you could just do us that service. But anyway, now we're off to Lordman. The only thing that Lordman is about to taste in this series is his own death. This bitch has the audacity to dream of tasting Nakyum. Like, the fuck are you planning now, man? Like, the problem isn't even resolved, and you are making another scene. You son of a bitch. He should be killed first, this pathetic buffoon. What a literal snake Min is. You know, like, he reminds me of that meme where he's that dog in the fire. He just wants to watch the world burn, and it's so freaking funny and sad at the same time. This guy is such a psycho. He still wants to fuck around with Nakyum even after he heard. He is in that room with Jiwa and he heard the threat that Seungho said to Jiwa, that if Jiwa is gonna touch Nakyum again, Seungho is gonna kill Jiwa. And this man is so stupid that he still wants to get a taste of Nakyum. My God, I'll pray to the heavens above that your plan go to shit, just like it did last time. But I can assure you, if you go through this whole stupid plan of yours, man, Seungho will not miss. Cause you know for sure Seungho is on high alert right now. Seungho is keeping a close eye on Nakyum. So this shameless bastard Lordman, the only thing you will get a taste of is Seungho's wrath. How horny is Lordman? He is totally risking his own life and limb just to have sex once. Like, I don't understand. Like, Lordman is like risking his whole life just to get laid, and he's having the time of his life. Like, it's so stupid, like how he can even think of all of these conniving schemes right now. But on that note though, I was thinking, like, how would Min pull this stupid thing off? You know, I'm really hoping not again. Like, I really hope this is not gonna go down to another kidnapping. But, you know, I can see Min go that route, and one, he either does something stupid and gets caught by Seungho. Number two, Jiwa finally becomes smart and double crosses Min. Or number three, No Name defends Jiwa and then kills Lord Min. Because we've seen this, like, you know, like if something gets on No Name's way, like he gets rid of them, just like that servant in Seungho's house. Like, he wasn't there to kill that guy, but since he got into his way, he didn't hesitate killing that guy. So I wouldn't be surprised if No Name might kill Min just to protect Jiwa, or just to help Nakyum out. But whatever it is, I wouldn't mind if No Name kills Min. And number 4, Jiwa can really be really smart and also kill 2 birds in 1 stone, and also take revenge on Min. And just Jiwa can rat Min out to Seungho, and Seungho kills Min. Like, Jiwa knows that it was Min who informed him of No Name and have No Name kill Nakyum or kidnap Nakyum. So if Jiwa just rats on Min, Seungho will automatically turn around and kill Min, right? But aside from that, my dear Nakyum can't catch a break. Nakyum should just go with his Nuna and get the hell out of this place for good, but we know that's not gonna happen, especially since Hena is a Kisang girl, so she lives in the Kisang house, and she most probably cannot bring Nakyum with her. Whatever it is, I'm pretty sure that Seungho's not gonna let go of Nakyum right now. We can absolutely feel it, like the way the servants are all guarding Nakyum right now while Hena is talking to Nakyum. All of the servants are around looking after him. So whatever it is, I feel like since Jiwa and No Name are being aimed as secondary couple in the series, and of course Seungho and Nakyum is the main couple, the probability of this series ending with Min's death is really high right now. So my best guess is it's not Jiwa who's gonna die, it's gonna be Min who's gonna die soon. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's very long episode. Please don't forget to follow my social media to be teased about some of the boys' love that I'm interested in. Feel free to leave me a message and converse with me. I'd love to hear back from you on who you think might die, and how do you think Min is going to kidnap, or the new plan that Min is cooking up right now with Jiwa. And anyway, converse with me. I would love to hear back from you. Don't forget to support the author. All the manhwa details can be found in the description below. Again, thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time.